Hello my dear smart and hardworking friends. Welcome to our channel Chemist is Awesome. In this lecture, we will take practice of IUPAC nomenclature of alkyl halides. Take one question for practice. Draw structural isomers of molecular formula C5H11Br. Write their IUPAC names and classify them as primary, secondary or tertiary alkyl halide. What is question for practice? C5H11Br. C5H11Br. Draw structures of all the possible isomers that have molecular formula C5H11Br and write their IUPAC names and classify them as primary, secondary or tertiary. Molecular formula of C5H11Br represents 8 different isomers. Now let us see what are these 8 different isomers. We know that C5H11 is derived from pentane, and in pentane there are 3 isomers. What are these 3 isomers? N-pentane, isopentane and neopentane. From N-pentane we can derive 3 different alkyl groups: CH3, single bond CH2, single bond CH2, single bond CH2, single bond CH2, bond Br. This is N-pentyl. CH3, single bond CH, free valency, but to this free valency we have to attach Br. Single bond CH2, single bond CH2, single bond CH3. Now in this case, bromine atom is bonded to carbon number first. In this case, bromine atom is bonded to carbon number second. Let us see next. CH3, single bond CH2, single bond CH, bond Br, single bond CH2, single bond CH3. In this isomer, bromine atom is bonded to carbon number third. Now let us see. All these groups are derived from N-pentane, in which free valency is at carbon number 1, but to this free valency we have attached bromine atom. In this case, free valency was present at carbon number 2nd, but to this free valency here bromine gets attached, and here in this case bromine atom gets bonded to carbon number 3, and that's why they are different from each others. Now let us see next. CH3, single bond CH, branch CH3, single bond CH2, single bond CH2, single bond Br. Actually this group is derived from isopentane by removal of this hydrogen atom, and to this free valency here bromine atom gets bonded. Now let us see next. CH3, single bond CH, branch CH3. Now we will attach bromine atom to this carbon atom. Br, single bond CH3. Next, CH3, single bond CH, but here we will remove this hydrogen atom by attaching bromine atom. Branch CH3, single bond CH2, single bond CH3. Next, CH2, single bond Br, single bond CH, branch CH3, single bond CH2, single bond CH3. And next and last one, CH3, that is derived from neopentane. In case of neopentane, 2 methyl groups are in branches on carbon number 2nd, and from this CH3 one of the hydrogen atom is removed, or we can say replaced by bromine atom. Okay, so that first 3 groups or first 3 examples are derived from N-pentane. Next Next 4 examples, 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are derived from isopentane. And last example is derived from neopentane. But total isomers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. All these are called as structural isomers because they are having same molecular formula but they differ in their structures. That's why they are called as structural isomers of each other, and the phenomenon is called as structural isomerism. Now let us see how to write their IUPAC name. Yesterday we have gone through rules of IUPAC name system. This carbon atom is numbered as 1, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth. Since there are 5 carbon atoms in the chain and bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 1, that's why name of this compound is 1-bromopentane. 1-bromopentane. Now in this case, numbering should be started from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Again there are 5 carbon atoms in the longest continuous chain and bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 2nd. Therefore this is called as 2-bromopentane. 1-bromopentane. Next one is 2-bromopentane. Now in this case, bromine atom is at equidistance from both the ends so that we can number this chain either from left side or from right side. So that bromine is bonded to carbon number 3rd, therefore 3-bromopentane. 3-bromopentane. Now let us see this example. Since bromine atom is bonded to this carbon atom is numbered as 1, this is 2nd, this is 3rd and this is 4th. What about position of bromine atom? Bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 1st, methyl group is bonded to carbon number 3rd. Therefore 1 followed by hyphen, 1-bromo. Again we have to put hyphen, 3-methyl. Since methyl group is in branch on carbon number 3rd, let us see here, 3-methyl butane, not pentane, because in the longest continuous chain there are only 4 carbon atoms and 1 carbon is in branch on carbon number 3, that is methyl group. Now let us see this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Since bromine atom is nearest to this end, therefore what about position of bromine atom? Bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 2nd. Methyl group is again present on carbon number 3rd. Okay, so that what is name for this compound? 2-bromo, 3-methyl, again butane, because in longest continuous chain there are 4 carbon atoms. Now in this case, numbering should be started from left hand or left side. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Since bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 2nd, methyl group is also bonded to carbon number 2nd. Therefore what is complete name of this compound? 2-bromo, 2-methyl butane. 2-bromo, 2-methyl butane. Let us see this example. In this case, numbering should be started from this end. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again, longest continuous chain contains 4 carbon atoms. Bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 1st. Methyl group is bonded to carbon number 2nd. Therefore, 1-bromo, 2-methyl butane. And last one. In this carbon atom is numbered as 1, this is 2nd, this is 3rd. Bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 1st. 2 methyl groups are in branches on carbon number 2nd. Therefore, what is complete name? 1-bromo, 2,2-dimethyl propane. Since this longest continuous chain contains 3 carbon atoms, therefore parent alkene is propane. What is complete name? 1-bromo, 2,2, then hyphen, dimethyl propane, because longest chain contains only 3 carbon atoms. So that this is regarding IUPAC names of different isomers of molecular formula C5H11Br. Now we have to identify these different isomers as primary, secondary or tertiary, 1 degree 2 degree or 3 degree. Now let us see. This carbon atom is denoted as 1 degree. This is 1 degree carbon atom because this carbon atom is bonded to only one another carbon atom. Therefore, this is primary. And to this primary carbon atom, bromine atom is bonded. That's why this is 1 degree alkyl halide. 1 degree Rx will write. Rx, that is alkyl halide. You have to read like this. 1 degree alkyl halide. In this case, this bromine atom is bonded to secondary carbon atom, or we can say 2 degree carbon atom. Secondary carbon atom is denoted as 2 degree because this carbon atom is bonded to other 2 carbon atoms. That's why this is secondary carbon atom. And to this secondary carbon atom, bromine atom is bonded. That's why this is an example of 2 degree alkyl halide. 2 degree Rx. How to read this? Secondary alkyl halide. Now let us see. Next one. This is again 2 degree. No, this is not 3 degree. No doubt, bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 3rd. But this carbon atom is bonded to other 2 carbon atoms. And that's why this is also 2 degree carbon atom. This is 2 degree carbon atom. And therefore, this is also example of secondary alkyl halide. 2 degree alkyl halide. Now let us see this one. In this case, this is 1 degree again because this carbon atom is directly bonded to only one another carbon atom, and bromine atom is bonded to this primary carbon atom. Therefore, this is primary alkyl halide. Primary R bond X. 1 degree can be read as primary. Now let us see this one. This carbon atom is 2 degree. Why this carbon atom is 2 degree? Because this carbon atom is bonded to other 2 carbon atoms. That's why this is an example of secondary alkyl halide. 2 degree Rx. Next one. Now let us see this carbon atom. This carbon atom is bonded to other 3 carbon atoms. 1, 2 and 3. Therefore, this is tertiary carbon atom. This carbon atom is tertiary carbon atom. And to this tertiary carbon atom, here bromine atom is bonded. That's why this is an example of 3 degree Rx. Tertiary alkyl halide. Now let us see this example. In this example, bromine atom is bonded to this carbon atom. This is denoted as primary or 1 degree because this carbon atom is directly bonded to only one another carbon atom. And bromine atom is bonded to this 1 degree carbon atom. That's why this is also example of primary alkyl halide. Now let us see this one. In this case also, this carbon atom is denoted as 1 degree or primary because this carbon atom is bonded to only one another carbon atom. No, this carbon atom is bonded to other 4 carbon atoms. But halogen atom is not bonded to this carbon atom. Halogen atom is bonded to this CH2. And this carbon atom is directly bonded to only one another carbon atom. That's why this is denoted as primary or 1 degree. And to this primary or 1 degree, bromine atom is bonded. That's why this is also example of primary alkyl halide. So that in this way, we have to derive structural isomers of C5H11Br. And their IUPAC names are like this, and their classification as primary, secondary or tertiary. Okay. Now we will take more practice of IUPAC nomenclature by writing some structural formulas. Let us see these examples on the board. Yes, we will derive IUPAC names of these compounds one by one. Let us see this first example. In this first example, CH3 taken by C. That means these 3 methyl groups are bonded to this carbon atom. Single bond CH, bond Br, single bond CH. And again CH3 taken twice. That means these 2 methyl groups are bonded to this carbon atom. Therefore, how to expand this structure? We will write expansion of this structure. CH3, single bond C, branch CH3, branch CH3, single bond C. That means these 3 methyl groups are bonded to this carbon atom. Now next one is CH. Here CH. Next Br. Single bond again CH. And to this CH, 2 methyl groups are bonded. That's why we have to put 1 methyl group in branch and 1 methyl group in chain. So that here we can right branch CS3 and chain CS3. Let us see. This is actual structural formula of this compound. Compound number 1. Now let us see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Halogen atom, that is bromine atom, is at equidistance from both the ends. But we have to start numbering from this left side, because on left side there are 2 branches, and on right side on carbon number 2 there is only one methyl group is in branch. Therefore we must number like this: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Since there are 5 carbon atoms in the longest continuous chain, therefore parent alkane must be pentane. What about position of bromine atom? Bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 3. Therefore 3 bromo. 2 methyl groups are in branches at carbon number 2. 1 methyl group is in branch at carbon number 4. Therefore what is complete name? 3 bromo 2, 2, 4 trimethyl pentane. Therefore complete name is 2 bromo. Bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 3 bromo, not 2 bromo, 3 bromo, then hyphen. 2 methyl groups are in branches at carbon number 2 and 1 is at carbon number 4. The positions of branches 2, 2, 4, then put again hyphen, trimethyl pentane followed by pentane. So that this is name of first compound. 3 bromo 2, 2, 4 trimethyl pentane. Now let us see next structure. In this structure, we will number carbon atoms like this. Longest continuous chain is this one. Straight chain is the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms. Here first and third. First, second, this is third carbon atom. Here first, second, this is third carbon atom. And this is fourth carbon atom. So that here halogen atom is nearest to this end. Here there are 2 carbon atoms. We know that C2H5 can be expanded as CH2CS3 to 1 and 2. This is third. This is 4. This is carbon number 5 and 6. This C2H5 can be expanded as CH2CS3. Therefore, total number of carbon atoms in this longest continuous chain are 6. Position of halogen atom. Halogen atom is present on carbon number 3rd. And 1 branch is present on carbon number 4. What about name of halogen atom? 3 chloro 4 methyl hexane. Therefore, what is IUPAC name of this compound? IUPAC name of this second compound is 3 chloro 4 methyl or methyl hexane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Let us see this next compound. This is compound number 3. Now, how to derive IUPAC name of this compound? CS3. How to expand this? CS3. Then after this CS3, CH2 taken thrice. CH2 groups are always present in chain. We cannot put CH2 in branch. Therefore, CH2, CH2, CH2. How many times? 3 times. Then bond CH. That means this CH. To this CH, this CH3 group is in branch. To this CH, we have to put CH3 in branch. Next, then this CH. To this CH, iodine atom is bonded. And next one is CH3. Therefore, compound number 3 can be expanded like this. Now let us see position of halogen atom. Halogen atom is iodine atom. Iodine atom is nearest to this end. Therefore, carbon atoms of this chain are numbered like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Since there are total 7 carbon atoms, parent alkane is heptane. What is IUPAC name? 2-iodo 3-methyl heptane. Therefore, write down name: 2-iodo 3-methyl heptane. 2-iodo 3-methyl heptane. This is IUPAC name. Let us see this compound. In this compound, CS3, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Numbering should be started again from this end, from right to left. 1, 2. This is carbon number 3, carbon number 4, carbon number 5. What does say name of this compound? Bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 2, that's why 2-bromo. Here this C2H5 is in branch, as well as this CS3 is also in branch. That means branches are different. If branches are different, then we have to maintain alphabetical order. Therefore, what is complete name of this compound? 2-bromo, 3-ethyl, 4-methyl pentane. Since there are 5 carbon atoms in the longest continuous chain, parent alkane is pentane. Position of bromine atom 2. Positions of branches 3 and 4. 2-bromo, 3-ethyl, 4-methyl pentane. Let us see this example. In this example, let us see first position of iodine atom. Here there are 2 carbon atoms, 1, 2, this is third one, this is fourth one. Again, this is the longest continuous chain. This chain is the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms. We cannot select this chain as the longest continuous chain because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon atoms are there. But when we select this chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, there are 7 carbon atoms. And how to number carbon atoms of this longest continuous chain? We must number from this end. 1, 2, 3. Here this is carbon number 4. This is carbon number 5, 6 and 7. Total there are 7 carbon atoms. Numbering should be started from this end because position of halogen atom is at equidistance from both the ends. But here second preference must be given to this branch. And since here at carbon number 3, branch is also there and name of the branch is methyl. That's why longest continuous chain of carbon atoms should be numbered from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Parent alkane must be heptane. What is name of parent alkane? Heptane. Since there are 7 carbon atoms. What about iodine atom? Position of iodine atom is 4. Therefore, 4 iodo. 4 iodo. Then what about positions of branch? There is only one branch at carbon number 3rd. Therefore, 4 iodo, 3 methyl. Since methyl group is in branch at carbon number 3, 3 methyl and followed by heptane. This is IUPAC name of this compound. Let us see next one. Example number 6. How to expand this structural formula? How to write structural formula of this? C2H5 single bond C. Branch C2H5, bond C2H5, single bond Cl. Now in this compound, we can select this chain as longest continuous chain, or this chain as longest continuous chain, or this chain as longest continuous chain, because all these chain contains equal number of carbon atoms, that are 5 carbon atoms. 2 plus this is third one, 4 and 5. 2, 3, 4 and 5. First, second, third, 4 and 5. So that we can select any one of them. Number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the total number of carbon atoms in longest continuous chain are 5. Therefore, parent alkane is pentane. At carbon number 3, there is chlorine atom. Therefore, 3-chloro, 3-ethyl pentane. This is IUPAC name. 3-chloro. Since this is carbon number 3, 3-chloro, 3-ethyl pentane. Therefore, this is IUPAC name of compound number 6. Now let us see this one. This is very, very important example, very, very interesting example. In this compound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. This chain contains 9 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This state chain contains 8 carbon atoms. Therefore, we cannot select this state chain as longest continuous chain. Let us see. There is one more chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. In question is how to number carbon atoms of this chain from one end to another end. We can select this chain. end of this chain is, one of the end of this chain is this one, another end is this one. Now let us see position of halogen atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from this end. Iodine atom appears at carbon number 5. What about from this end? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again from this end also, iodine atom appears at carbon number 5th. Therefore, in this example, position of iodine is at equidistance from both the ends. Then what is second preference should be given to the branch or branches. If we start numbering from left end to this end, then we know that two branches appears. One branch appears on carbon number 3rd and second branch appears on carbon number 2nd. But if we number from this end, only one branch appears on carbon number 3rd. This is 3rd carbon atom. Therefore, correct way of numbering is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. There are 2 carbon atoms. So we know that this C2H5 can be expanded as CH2CH3. Then what is complete name of this compound? First we have to write name of halogen atom. Position of halogen atom is at carbon number 5. Therefore 5-iodo. 5-iodo. Then branches are different. One of the branches is ethyl at carbon number 3rd. 2 branches are methyl. One is at carbon number 2nd. Another one is at carbon number 7. Therefore 5-iodo, 3-ethyl or 3-ethyl. Next 2, 7 CH3CH3. Positions are 2 and 7. 2, 7 dimethyl or dimethyl METHYL. And total number of carbon atoms are 9. Therefore nonane. This is complete name of this compound number 7. Or let's say compound number 8. Compound number 8. We'll write name of this compound. We know that whenever compound contains double bond and halogen atom, preference should be given to the double bond while giving numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Total number of carbon atoms are 7. Therefore, corresponding or parent alkene is heptene. Okay, but we know that at carbon number 3 there is chlorine atom, and at carbon number 4 this is nothing but CH2CH3. Here at carbon number 4 ethyl group is in branch. Here at this corner there is CH2, and at this terminal end there is CH3. Therefore at carbon number 4 ethyl group is in branch. At carbon number 2nd methyl group is in branch. At this end there is methyl group. So that what is name? Complete name of this compound 3-chloro. Position of chlorine atom. Then 3-chloro, 4-ethyl. Since E of ethyl appears before M of methyl, we have to introduce first ethyl and then methyl. What about position of methyl group? 2-methyl. Followed by next Hept 2-ene. 3-chloro, 4-ethyl, 2-methyl, Hept 2-ene. This is complete name of compound number 8. Let us see next compound number 9. In this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms are present in the longest continuous chain. We cannot number carbon chain from this end. This is one end, this is another end. First preference should be given to the double bond. Numbering should be started from that end which is nearest to the double bond. Therefore this is numbered as 1, this is 2nd, this is 3rd, this is 4th, and this is carbon number 5 or 5th. So that what is name of this compound? 4-bromo. 4-bromo. Here bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 4, 4-bromo. Then since there are 5 carbon atoms, prefix is pent. Prefix is pent. Therefore how to write complete name? 4-bromo. Since position of bromine is at carbon number 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4-bromo. Then pent. P-E-N-T. There is no any methyl group in branch. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 4 bromopent 2 ENE. 4 bromopent 2 ENE. This is IUPAC name of compound number 9. Let us see this example. Here this carbon atom is numbered as 1. This carbon atom is numbered as 2. This is third one. This is fourth one and this is fifth one. Again, numbering is started from this end because double bond is nearest to this end. That means 1, 2. Position of double bond is in between carbon number second and third. But since it starts from carbon number second, we have to put double position of double bond as 2. Therefore, what is name? Again at carbon number 4, there is chlorine atom. Therefore, to write name 4-chloro. Then at carbon number 3, there is this methyl group. This methyl group is in branch because this methyl group is out of this chain. This is longest continuous chain. And this methyl group is in branch at carbon number 3. Therefore, 4-chloro 3-methyl pent. Since longest continuous chain contains 5 carbon atoms, we will take prefix pent, followed by position of double bond. Position of double bond starts from carbon number second, pent 2, followed by suffix ENE because of this double bond. So that this is about IUPAC names of different halogen derivatives of hydrocarbons. Friends, here we will derive structures of compounds from either IUPAC names or common names. This is quite simple job. Let us see first 3-iodo-3-ethyl 2,4-dimethyl heptane. Heptane, we have to write 7 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 3-iodo. That means at carbon number 3. We can number from either from left end or from right end. Here we will number from left end. 3-iodo. To this carbon number 3rd, we have to attach iodine. To this carbon number 3rd, we have to attach ethyl. 3-iodo-3-ethyl. This is carbon number 2nd. To this, 1 methyl group is in branch. 2,4-dimethyl. To this carbon number 4, there is 1 more methyl group in branch. And last step is joining of hydrogen atoms, so that the valency of each carbon atom must be 4. Should be 4. For this, 3 hydrogen atoms are required. For this, 1, 2, 3. Therefore, only 1 hydrogen atom is required. For this carbon atom, there is no need to join any hydrogen atom because all 4 valencies are already satisfied. For this, only 1. For this, 2. For this, again 2 bonds are there. Therefore, only 2 hydrogen atoms are required. For this, 3. Therefore, this is first structure. Now, let us see next. What is next structure? 2-bromo 3,3-diethyl 2,4-dimethyl octane. Octane, we must write 8 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since parent alkane is octane, 8 carbon atoms are there. Position of bromine atom at carbon number 2nd, 2-bromo 3,3-diethyl. At carbon number 3, there are 2 ethyl groups in branches. And what about methyl groups? Positions of methyl group. One of the methyl group is bonded to carbon number 2nd. That's why here 2. One second methyl group is bonded at carbon number 4. Here CH3 is there. And what is last step? Joining of hydrogen atoms. So that valency of each carbon atom must be 4. Okay. For this, only 1 hydrogen atom is required. For this, 2 bonds are there. Therefore, 2 hydrogen atoms. For this also 2. For this carbon atom also 2. And for this terminal, 3 hydrogen atoms are required. So that this is regarding structure of second compound. What is next one? Neoheptyl chloride. But this is common name. Neoheptyl chloride. Heps represents 7 carbon atoms. But since this is neoheptyl, out of 7 carbon atoms, 2 carbon atoms are present in branches on last but 1 carbon atom. Therefore, we have to take only 5 carbon atoms in the longest continuous chain. Okay, at this carbon atom there is 1 carbon in branch. At this same carbon atom, 1 more carbon atom is in branch. That means total number of carbon atoms are 5 plus 2, 7. But since this is new, that's why out of 7 carbon atoms, only 5 carbon atoms are present in longest continuous chain and 2 carbon atoms we have kept in branches. To this CH3, CH3, here CH3, CH2, CH2 and here CH2. Chloride. Therefore, to this CH2 we have to attach Cl. But this is common name of compound. What will be IUPAC name? While writing IUPAC name 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. What is IUPAC name of this compound? 1-chloro 4,4 dimethyl pentane. That is nothing but neoheptyl chloride. IUPAC name is 1-chloro 4,4 dimethyl pentane. Let us say next structure. 1-chloro 4-ethyl cyclohexane. Cyclohexane, we must draw hexagonal ring. What about position of chlorine atom? We can attach chlorine atom at any corner. Here, 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 here or here. We will attach here. With respect to this chlorine atom, this carbon atom is numbered as 1, to which chlorine atom is bonded at carbon number 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is carbon number 4. Clockwise. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Anti-clockwise. So that to this carbon number we have to attach ethyl group. This is nothing but 1-chloro. Numbering can be done clockwise or anti-clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1-chloro 4-ethyl cyclohexane. Next one. 1,4 dibromobute-2ene. 1,4 dibromobute-2ene. Since prefix is bute, we have to take 4 carbon atoms. Double bond is present actually carbon in between carbon number 2nd and 3rd. Here single bond, single bond. What about positions of bromine? One of the bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 1st. Next bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 4. 1, 4, these are the positions. And then last step is joining of hydrogen atoms. Since 2 bonds are formed by this carbon atom, only 2 hydrogen atoms are required. 3 bonds are formed by this carbon atom. 1 is single bond and 1 is double bond. Therefore, only 1 hydrogen atom is required for this. Only 1 hydrogen atom is required for this carbon atom. Two single bonds are formed by this carbon atom. Therefore, we have to attach 2 hydrogen atoms. This is structural formula for 1,4. 1,4 or 1,4 dibromobute-2ene. Why bute-2ene? Because numbering should be either started from left side or from right side. Okay. Next one. 1-bromo 4 secondary butyl 2-methyl benzene. We must draw first of all benzene ring. Benzene ring. Hexagonal ring containing alternate single and double bond. This is benzene. What about position of substituents? Bromine atom is bonded to carbon number 1st. 1-bromo 4 secondary butyl. Secondary butyl CH, CH3, CH2, single bond CH3. This group is sec butyl. This group is sec butyl, secondary butyl. In short, can be represented as sec butyl. 2-methyl. This is carbon number 1. This is 2nd. This is 3rd, and this is 4. To this carbon number 2nd, we must attach methyl group. So that this is 1-bromo 4 sec butyl 2-methyl benzene. 1-bromo 4 sec butyl 2-methyl benzene. What about next? Isohexyl iodide. This is common name. Isohexyl. Hex represents 6 carbon atom, but since this is iso, we'll write only 5 carbon atoms in the chain. And 1 carbon atom is in branch on last but 1 carbon atom. That's why this is called as isohexyl. But here we have to satisfy valencies of carbon atoms by joining hydrogen atoms to this CH2, CH2, and to this CH2. And to this free valency we have to attach iodine atom. Iodine atom is bonded at this end. So that numbering should be started. This is common name. We'll put IUPAC name also 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So that out of 6 carbon atoms, 1 carbon atom is in branch on last but 1 carbon atom, or we can say 1 methyl group is in branch on last but 1 carbon atom. What about its IUPAC name? 1-iodo 4-methyl pentane. Since there are 5 carbon atoms in the longest continuous chain. Now what is next one? Neopentyledine dichloride. Neopentyledine dichloride. Pentylidine. Whenever suffix is lidine, 2 halogen atoms are bonded to same carbon atom. So that neopentyledine, total number of carbon atoms are 5. But out of this 5, we have to write 2 carbon atoms in branches on last but no second last carbon atom. Because this is neo structure. CH3, CH3, here CH3. Here we will attach only 1 CH because to this carbon atom we have to attach 2 chlorine atoms. This is structural formula for neopentyledine dichloride. What about its IUPAC name? This carbon atom is numbered as 1, this is 2nd, this is 3rd. Since longest continuous chain contains 3 carbon atoms, Parent alkane must be propane. To this carbon number first, 2 chlorine atoms are bonded. Therefore, 1 dichloro. 1 dichloro. Both these chlorine atoms are bonded to first. 2 methyl groups are in branches at carbon number second. 1 dichloro 2 dimethyl propane. 1 dichloro 2 dimethyl propane. Next, 3 chloro cyclohex 1 ene. Cyclohex 1 ene. Cyclohexene is cyclohexene. If we number this carbon atom as 1, this is second, then chlorine must be bonded to this carbon atom. Carbon number 3, 3 chloro 1 2 3. 3 chloro cyclohex 1 ene. Double bond is present in between carbon number first and second. But since it starts from carbon number first, that's why position is given as cyclohex 1 ene. And what is last one? 1 bromo 3 chloro propane. Here propane is there. 1 bromo 3 chloro propane. What is this structure? Very simple. Propane. How many carbon atoms we must write? 3. CH2, CH2, CH2. Why at terminal there are CH2? Because we have to attach bromine atom and fluorine atom. Therefore, numbering should be started from this end 1, 2, 3. Because here alphabetical order is important since bromine appears first in alphabet. B of bromine appears first in alphabets as compared to C of chlorine. That's why numbering should be started from this end 1, 2 and 3. 1 bromo, 3 chloro propane. So that this is regarding structural formulas of different compounds. When common names or IUPAC names are given, then we can draw structural formula of organic compounds. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press bell icon.